Let's go, Sid. Cole beat me to it. Okay. I know, Rain. Damn. Run out of time with this team. Gonna miss this one. Gonna miss this one. Doesn't have to be. Well, it is. It's time to call it quits. Just a little bright. Right there. Alright, just waiting for a couple other people to slide in, I guess. Gabe's not going to be ready till like 6:50 anyway, I think. Thank you, Mitch. So you have a personal motive for rooting for me. You're not a true fan. It's all about you. I'll do my best, brother. Yeah, gotta get that viewership up. No, not really. All right, we're gonna get going here. I'm gonna hide chat now as I do. Okay. All right. MML Season 4, Week 11, my last regular season match. Yeah. Been a long run, not just my career, but this season too. I mean, it's been a lot. 11-week season. Me and Cole were talking about that before the season started. Like, man, that's going to be a campaign because the level of coaches we have this season, and it was. There wasn't really a walk in the park. It was all tough. Got a few things I want to cover in the brief. I think I got time because Gabe's got a little bit. Yeah, Season 4, Week 11, we're facing Mist or MXST and Gabe, coach of the Lee's Summit Snivies. Never played Gabe before. He's a replacement coach. He's done pretty well in his time here, so I'm definitely not taking the game lightly. We have a few goals for the game. First and foremost is win and we get the 1 seed. There's a chance we don't get the 1 seed even if we lose. If like I lose by 2 or less and Taco wins by 2 or less, I could get it. But yeah, it's nice that I finally have my destiny in my hands in terms of the seeding. I've tied for the 1 seed every season. Well, Season 1, I got it outright. Season 2, I tied. I lost via head-to-head. Season 3, I tied. I lost via head-to-head, which I stand by those tiebreakers. For me, that's the way to go. If they beat you, they beat you. They deserve it, even though I've had the highest diff every season. So in most leagues, I would have gotten the 1 seed every season, but not in here. So I stand by that, even though it messed me up twice. But this season, that doesn't matter as long as I get a win. So yeah, hoping to get the 1 seed. I'd really, really like to get the 1 seed, but I'm guaranteed the 2. So either way, I'll have a bye, which is really cool. Not only have I made playoffs every one of my 9 seasons, but I've never not made the Final 4, which is pretty cool. So I've only played in 1 quarterfinal ever, I think. It was a best of 3, and I lost the first game, but I won the back 2. So I made the Final Four that season as well. Then every other season I had a bye because it was always, every league I've played in has been 6 teams make playoffs. So I've always had to bye every season except one, and I still made the Final Four. So I'm pretty proud of that, and we accomplished that this season as well. That was one of my soft goals. Another one of my goals is to keep. I said it for the first game of the season. I've never lost the first game of the season before. I kept that going, beating Cole in week 1, very close match. And I've also never lost the last game of the regular season. Obviously, I've lost the last game of the season since I don't always win a championship. But last game of the regular season, I've always won somehow for some reason. I don't know why. But I would like to do that again. So I'd like to keep that streak going. That's another goal I have. Of course, that's getting the 1 seed, and that can be accomplished at the same time. Next is I got the double-digit double this season. So Pult and Thunderous both got over 10 KOs, and I'm looking for the double-digit triple, which has never happened in MML history. We got a few guys that can get it this week, which is pretty cool, and I'm one of them. I need 2 kills from Keldeo. I'm not going to force it, but if they're there, then I hope to get it. Keldeo does have an amazing matchup. I'll talk about that when I get to Keldeo, or at least I think so. So if it can get 2 kills, that'd be amazing. I got 2 more. The second to last goal I have is dragapult. I want him to be kill leader. He's up by 5, so he should be. Unless someone gets a 6, I think it'd be Taco with gouging fire gets a 6-0. But dragapult should get that. But I also want to see if dragapult can get the all-time regular season kill leader. Sin's Urshifu from season 3 got 22 KOs. Pult's sitting at 20, so we'd need 3. So already that's 2 from Keldeo, 3 from Pult. That only leaves 1 extra KO for everybody else. So it's a lofty goal. I don't know if it would happen. Even 2 would be cool. We'd at least tie. But again, I'm not going to be forcing it. But if it's there, that'd be nice to get. Lastly, I'm tied for the most team diff ever. So like I said, every season I've had the highest diff, but the record is still me in season 1 at plus 30, which I got in a 9-game season, which is pretty impressive. And then the next closest was last season. I got 29, and last season Ronan got 25. Those are the 3 highest. Right now I'm sitting at exactly 30, so as long as I win, I can hit 30. Taco can hit 30 as well. He's at 26, so that's pretty cool. A big part of a lot of people going for double-digit doubles and triples and single-season kill leaders and stuff like that is because there weren't many forfeits this season, so everyone got to play their games. That's a big deal. Plus, it's an 11-game season. The first 2 were 9, so that's where a lot of this is coming from, of course. But yeah, I'd love to get that. All I have to do is win. I beat plus 30, which would be cool. Okay, next, there's 3 or 4 weather teams in the league now, but after draft there were 0. I mean, maybe Sin had Ninetales, but it wasn't really a snow team by any means. But now there's 4 of them, and I played them all before they got weather except Gabe. So Gabe's the first weather team I'm playing this season, which is pretty cool. So those are always fun and a cool puzzle to try to figure out. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So that's where we're at. All right, first thing for the week. First guy I built was Incineroar. Incineroar I've wondered for a lot of the season who the team captain is. There's always a team captain Gloomon for me. Season 1 it was Goldango. It's not always my kill leader. It was that season. Season 2 was Arcanine again, my kill leader. In season 3 it was realistically it was Gudra. It wasn't kill leader. That's because it was more of a defensive piece. Or it was Vaporeon. It was one of the. My team last season was very defensive, but this season it's Incineroar, no doubt. Incineroar and Pult will be the only ones to come all 11 games, and I never force that. I just bring who I think is the best, and those 2 just never look bad to me. Incineroar does whatever I ask it to do. It's an amazing mon. I can't recommend it enough. Yeah, I love Incineroar. He's the heart and soul of the team. So he's one of the trick plays for the week with the Charty Berry. So I am deathly afraid of Arcanine H and its head smashes and flare blitzes in the sun, as any sane person should be. And so Incineroar is a big part of stopping that. I feel like if he U-turns out on Incineroar, or if I bring it out, Arcanine makes a lot of sense to come out and try to revenge kill because you get a free head smash. And Charty Berry means I'll live a Jolly, hopefully he's Jolly, choice band head smash from full. It'll do 99% max. Obviously, if he's not banded, I can take it easier. I can always Terra Fighting to beat that as well. Then we got Earthquake to knock it out. CC's for Gambit. This also helps with Gambit. It's also important for a possible Trick Room mode from Trevenant. It's a great switch into Trevenant. We resist both stats. He does get Earthquake, but at least with the Intimidate, will slow him down. And also a Sweeping Glastrier in and Trick Room. Obviously, Glacier gets high horsepower and CC, so he can hit us hard, but at least we intimidate and threaten back with Flare Blitz. So, lastly, it helps stop a Gambit sweep. We resist both stabs. He does get low kick, which would do good damage, or at least we get the Intimidate off, assuming he's not Defiant. Yeah, this is one of, if not the most important Pokemon this week in Incineroar. I would love to not see Arcanine. That opens up this thing a lot, but if Arcanine's there, I kind of have to save it. It's not that he's the only thing for Arcanine, but it's a nice way to catch him. Let's see, next thing I made was Keldeo. Again, I didn't force it just because I wanted 2 KOs. I know I'm playing Sun, but this thing looks amazing. Like, the only times I really want to click Hydro Pump are against Charizard and Ninetales, and I do plan to Terra Rock this thing anyway to Terra Blast. Like, I'm hoping he leads Ninetales and I can Terra Rock Terra Blast. Even if he's modest Choice Scarf max attack, like, Solar Beam won't KO, so it's like a guaranteed I can't get KO'd without him getting KO'd. So anytime I play a Weather team, I try to lead with something that could possibly catch their Weather Setter. Because obviously when you play Weather, it's a common lead for them to lead their Weather Setter. And if you can try to catch them immediately, then it hinders their plans big time. So I don't think his team, like, requires Sun, but there's a lot of guys that helps a lot. Arcanine, Whimsicott, and Charizard primarily, Trevenant a little bit. So I'd love to get Ninetales out of the way, and this is one way. Secret Sword hits Glacier, it hits King Gambit, hits Hydreigon, Icy Wind, Oko's Gliscor, unless he's, like, pretty Spadef. This thing really should take KOs whenever it comes in, I think, especially if I'm Terra Rock. But I'm really hoping it does well. I'm just Life Orb for power. I'm just faster than Charizard and Ninetales by 1, so it's good speed tier 2. Yeah, I'm really excited for Keldeo. And before I Terra, Keldeo has a great matchup versus King Gambit. Like, we resist both stabs. We're not that heavy for the low kick. Like, unless he has Zen Headbutt, which I know it gets, or Aerial Ace, like, can't hit us super effective, and those are really hard to fit on Gambit. So if I don't Terra this thing, it's a pretty good switch to Gambit. So we'll see about that. Yeah, Keldeo, I think, has a really good matchup. Best offensive piece this week, anyway. Next thing I built was Serena. I've loved Serena. I used Serena Season 2. I used it Season 4. I don't repeat a lot of Pokemon, but I remember saying after Season 2, I told Cole, I was like, Slitherwing and Serena can be on any one of my teams anytime. And so when I was looking at the tough decision of who to get for, like, Defog and Spin, Serena came up, and I was like, I want that thing. Serena is a great matchup. It's the heat set of the week, in my opinion. It's very fast. I normally don't run much speed on Serena, but I'm 1 point faster than no speed Gliscor, because I really want to catch Gliscor with this thing with a triple axle. Like, even if he's max defense, if we hit all 3 triple axles, it OHKOs like 101 min. So I want to be faster than the slower version of that thing. Gabe says he's ready, so I'll speed this up. So hopefully he doesn't U-turn out before me and I can triple axle. Obviously you run speed on Gliscor sometimes, but hopefully not. He's also my rapid spinner, hence the switch into Gliscor. Synthesis in the Sun is 75%. I got the wide lens, so Axle's 99% accurate, should hit 3. Jump Kick's 99% accurate. So I really love this set. It's Adamant's max attack with like 60 HP or something like that. Yeah, it also, like, triple axle hits the spin blocker of Trevenant. Like, I love this thing. I think it has high potential, but we'll see how it does. Terra Fighting just to boost the high jump kick in, like, a Glacier situation. Next is Tinkaton, debut for the season. First game for Tinkaton. Could be its only game, but I think it has a good matchup. We're max HP, almost max speed, just faster than Arcanine H. With the Rocky Helmet is there to beat, like, a tidy up to Mousehold. That's his only removal, so I do see that coming. We also have Stealth Rock. We have Encore to help with, like, King Gambit setup or Screamtail setup. Yeah, so that's the idea there with this thing. This thing's kind of like a utility mon this week. Yeah, I'm excited for it, but it also has, like, own tempo, which means I ignore Intimidate. If for some ungodly reason Arcanine H is running Intimidate, we are faster and we ignore the Intimidate so we can get a hit on it, which is cool. Yeah, that's Tinkaton. Second to last is Clodsire, Spadef piece, and Max Spadef. It's really the only switch into Charizard. Honestly, this was the most impressive calc all season while I was prepping. A Timid specs Charizard in the Sun, if it clicks Overheat, like, this is Timid and not Terrifier. It OHKOs Max Spadef Clodsire. That's insane. Clodsire takes like 20% or less for most Spadef hits. Like, Charizard in the Sun is very terrifying. Like, I'm definitely scared of that. I'm scared of Gambit because everyone should be scared of Arcanine, and I'd rather not see Glacier just because it's always hard to handle. We're left. This took a while to find this set. Like, at first I was Black Sludge, and I was like, no, there's a decent chance I have to Terrifier to deal with Charizard. Like, no, I need to be leftovers. The only switch or trick mon is Whimsicott, so I'm not too worried about that. Poison Jab, Earthquake. I like Earthquake for the damage on stuff, and then Poison Jab is needed because he has like things like Hydreigon and Charizard that we can't hit otherwise. Finally running T-Spikes, haven't run them all season, but he doesn't have a poison type, so I'm excited to run that. Lastly, like I always leaned toward Water Absorb, then he didn't have a water type. I was like, okay, I don't need that, I'll be Unaware. And then it was like, Charizard can overheat in Draco Meteor, in which case Unaware would work against me. So I was like, actually I'll be Poison Point, which is funny because that helps with the Toxic Spike thing. Like I want as many poison as possible, so Poison Point Clouds are really weird and terrifying in case Charizard just like destroying me. Lastly, for the week, I'm finally running Choice Specs, Hex, Dragapult. It goes hand in hand with the Toxic Spikes on Claude and the Poison Point, so his only normal type is Mouse Hold. It's a tough switch into this thing. Dies to Draco. Fire Blast is good in the sun for like last year, maybe even King Gambit. Not that I want to be in front of those things, but I could. And then I always love U-turn on this thing, so yeah. Infiltrator in case he has screens. I've seen him run screens a couple times. Don't need Clear Body really, so yeah, that's Dragapult. Good to be modest. The only thing that outspeeds is like the Whimsicott in the sun or a good Choice Scarfer. So that's the team, man. Yeah, I hope it works. I'm really proud of this team I built. It's not like a perfect team, but playing weather, you always got to like pull out some weird stuff. So yeah, that's what we're going with. All right, I'm going to tell Gabe I'm ready to go. And we're going to get in to the last match of the regular season for me, which is crazy. Man. That was quick. Let's register the team. Last check. Rocky Helmet, Wide Lens, Life Orb, Choice Specs, Leftovers, and Charty. Okay. Really want this win, man. Nervous for it as always, but I hope it goes well. Oh, let's get the music up. Legends of Hoenn today. I told him 35 minutes, so he might have stepped away for a sec, but that was 5 minutes ago. All right, there he is. Let's see who we got. Sun, Zard, no King Gambit. That's the first thing I see. Which is just, it didn't even have a good matchup against me, but it's just like, I don't want to see that. No Glacier either, okay. Trevenant in the sun, you gotta watch out for that. Ninetales, of course. Leads are like Gliscor, Ninetales, even Screamtail. Screamtail's unfortunate, I didn't want to see that, but it is what it is. No Arc H2. Okay, so his... Alright, I always lead Keldeo. I just hope to not be Screamtail lead. Of course, it's very possible with the Stealth Rocks, but everything else seems okay. Who's his leads? I mean, obviously could be anything. Gliscor, Hydreigon, Ninetales, Screamtail seem like the most likely. Okay. Cross some stuff out that's not here. Whimsicott's not here. Glacier's not here. Arc H is not here. It's crazy. Mouse Hold, so he has no removal. Alright, let's lock in. His main offense is Charizard, Hydreigon. Yeah, that's his main offense. I don't think he's bringing Trick Room with this. God, he locked in at the last second. But we'll see if he has Trick Room or not. it would be on Trevenant. I guess Screamtail might have it. I don't even know if that's... I have no idea. But he doesn't really have a mode. Like, it's just Trevenant. Everyone else is, like, decently fast. He brought, like, an offensive team in that way, but like he's missing a lot of his big guys. It's Hydreigon lead. Alright, Draco never kills. Just gonna Secret Sword on turn 1. Screamtail makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Modest Draco never kills even after the Life Orb, so even if he's Modest Scarf, I should be okay. I'd go Screamtail or Trevenant. Trevenant makes sense too. Thought about Icy Winding. I didn't think about it that much, as you saw. I clicked pretty fast. Okay, swaps, that makes sense. Scream, makes sense. Alright, no, let's see if he's lefties. Alright, Tinkaton, you're up. He's not crazy weak to toxic spikes with Charizard and Hydreigon. Yeah, this is the one thing. Screamtail can stop Keldeo. Everything else, like it does quite well. He's probably not scarfing the Hydreigon, or he would have U-turned, or maybe don't have it, but... Alright, go, Tinkle Pinkle. The big hammer. Simple light screen. That's okay. Could see a reflect here. I'm gonna Stealth Rock. Okay. Alright, so rocks are up for the game. That's really good. Alright, who's coming in? I could Encore. I don't think I want to, though. Okay, he Encores. That's funny. So, he only has one more move on that thing. So he's probably swapping. I would. Okay, cool. We know 3 of the moves on that thing. It's not leftovers. That wastes another turn of screens, which is fine. Happy to get rocks up. At least with, yeah, Claude looks really good. At least with Claude, okay, he does swap. With Claude coming in, it's like, yeah, he can take on some of this stuff. So he'll take rocks. That's cool. Okay. Hopefully he's not physical. It does get Earthquake. I'm just gonna T-Spike here and see what he wants to go for. He does get Earth Power. Okay, so we eat it as long as we don't get a Spadef drop. Very good. T-Spikes go up. Those are up for the game. That helps with Screamtail a lot. Get some leftovers here. That did 33%, indicating like timid 252, I think. We're gonna keep this thing healthy. He's just gonna keep Earth Powering. Cool, that gets us almost to full. I'm probably gonna T-Spike again. Just stack, stack, stack. He swaps, realizing he can't beat this. He's gotta go Gliscor probably. Okay. He'll take rocks, but nothing else. He'll get his Toxic Orb activated. And we're back to full. Very good. So we know we can check that thing. He is Toxic Orb, of course. It's not of course. There are other things you can run with that, but... Okay. So the hazards are up. That job's done. I said I'm always going to this. Let's see. Could U-turn would be a good aggressive play for him. I see Earthquake, Knock, or Hazards of his Own. And so we're wasting the screen turns. It's really good. He got very little out of that. I didn't bring screens removal, even though I knew he might bring it. I thought about teching Brick Break on Ensign, but it didn't kill Gambit, so it annoyed me. So I didn't bring it. Okay, he does double. Nice play. Let's see who he goes out to. Could this be Ninetales? Yep, okay. Love that shiny Ninetales. Okay, he takes rocks. That's good. And gets poison. That's also good. Sun going up. Okay, light screen's gone. And it is 8 turns, so he's light clay on the Screamtail. I'm not staying in here just to get flamethrowered. Claude eats it very well. Ensign I still want. Might go hard Keld. Is that good? It's not bad. I don't mind it, to be honest. Yeah. It's a little aggressive. I can always go blooper. I'm gonna go blooper. I think he should handle this okay. I love shiny Ninetales. That was one of the first shinies I ever like really like aimed to get. See if he's got okay, Willows, that's okay. Kinda like that I went to this, to be honest. Because I wouldn't want, I know Keldeo is not a physical attacker, but the chip with Life Orb and stuff would start to rack up. Okay, Reflect's gone. Now I kind of want to aggressively go Keld. I kind of like Pult too. I'm gonna go Pult because I think he's gonna go Gliscor. Hard Pult's an aggressive play. He swaps first, that's wonderful. Gliscor? Okay, Scream. That's good with the poison. Let's look at Max Spadef. Oh, speed is increased. I forgot about that. Damn. It's like Gleam doesn't even kill. Oh! I did not mean to click A. Was that Hex? I didn't even see. Okay, he just goes for light screen. What did I click? Oh, thank God I put Hex first. Okay, let's do light screen because we're Infiltrator. There's one for Pult. So light screen is up. That's first turn out of 8. Very good. One down. Well, that last of the screens now, and I have the guy who hits through it, so can't go Gliscor. Could go Hydreigon if you're calling the specs. Trevenant's tough unless you got Sucker. Ninetales is tough. Zard takes Chip. Tough spot, I think. Hopefully this tells me the Scarfer. It's very possible Hydreigon's a Scarfer. No boots, no boots, no boots. Nice. All right, in the sun, switches are nothing. I mean, I'm going Claude. He's going to get biggity bopped. Can we win without Claude? Or is Ensign the guy who's least useful now? I have half a mind to just Hex. Find out if he's Scarf. Yep. Nice. Infiltrator coming through, man. God, I figured that out at the last second. With Zard down, that's a lot of his offense down. And Pult ties for all-time single-season kill leader. Wow. One more for Pult. Yeah, looked like Hex did 50. Okay, out comes Hydreigon. Takes more rocks. Drops a Draco. I'm going to Pinkle. All right, Zard's gone. So he's either figured out that I'm choiced or this thing's scarfed. Oh, I'm so happy to get rid of Zard. That calc in the sun against Claude was crazy. Timid, not Terrid. Oko. Man, people don't understand overheat and Draco meter and how strong they are. And they used to be 140 base power. They're 130 now. They used to be 140, dude. Now, let's see what he goes for. Earth power is very possible due to the Claude bin coming in. So, I don't really need this. So, okay, he just tears. So, he's not sure if I'm choiced. Otherwise, I mean, you wouldn't do that. Fairy. Yep. So unless you clicked a good move for this. Flamethrower, okay, in the sun. Gonna do a lot. Might even Oko. Alright, Pinkle holds on. Now. You might be choiced, my brother. Okay, he's the thing on Ninetales. Heat Rock. Oop, I crossed off Ninetales. Good to know. Flamethrower coming out. Claude eaten. Honestly. Could even go Keld. No, Keld takes a kill next time. I think I just stay in and sack. Yeah, that's fine. He has to be max speed too. Yeah, okay. He was nervous about it. Should be Gliscor, I think. Oh, just Trev. This is a good hit. Rocks, Poison, plus the Gigaton. I think Sun might be ending. I can't remember. I just checked it. I thought it was at 1. Oh, he's Frisk though. He's not Harvest. Does a ton. Oh, I've always wanted to use Ice Hammer. Please hit. Gabe is panicking. He's running out of offense. Let's just type Dragon. Unless Gliscor is really offensive or some weird thing. Yeah, look at this animation. Yeah! Let's go. That was awesome. I'm gonna take rocks and poison. Sun going back up. I'm gonna save this and go to Keld, I think. Please don't solar beam. Flamethrower, sweet. Keld eats that pretty well. No burn, poison, 9-tail. I think it dies to the next thing. Okay, just Secret Sword now. Okay, cool. No. Alright. Alright, Keld's one away from double-digit triple happening. Ninetale's gone. Last turn's a Sun. He just got Gliscor and Hydreigon. Gliscor. Okay, with the rocks chip, Keld should get him here. As long as we don't miss. Packing the ice moves this game. Come on, Keld. Come on, Keld. Okay, just 2 left. We're 2 mons away from grabbing that 1 seed. Icy Wind hits. Oh, he's super Spadef. That means he can't hit me very hard. Well, depends on what he has. Facade, that might do it. No. Oh, Kelding's on. Alright. Gotta go for Icy Wind again. Keldeo with the live, dude. Alright. He protects for a little extra health. I didn't see it. Look close. Like if he gets this health back. Or you could go Hydreigon and snub me my KO, I think. Because I died to Life Orb. Yeah, I feel like he'll live. Well, we'll give it a shot. Got a hit too. It's 95% accurate. The worst accuracy. Very Spadef Gliscor. Icy Wind hits. Oh, the first double-digit triple in MML history. And Keldeo dies to his own Life Orb. Okay, there's only one thing left to try to achieve, and that is all-time kill leader for Mr. Dragapult, if he can do it. Can he do it? He's gonna get poisoned here, so I can actually Hex. Oh, no, sorry, because he's still Levitate. Am I clicking Fire Blast, I guess? I'm gonna Terra this. Or do I just Hex twice? Gotta calc something really quick. Man, we Fire Blast. Come on, Pult! Cap it off! Come on, Pult! See if he's even Scarf. I haven't seen him switch moves, so I kind of thought he would be, but This protects from a Draco and a Dark Pulse. If he's Scarf, he'll be probably locked into one of those. Okay, he is Scarf, but he actually locks into EP. Doesn't do over half. Fire Blast hits. That's it. All right, Dragapult is your all-time single season KO leader with 23 KOs on the season. Wow. And we get the 5-0 versus Gabe and lock up the 1 seed. Man, I'm pumped. That was awesome. That could not have gone better besides like losing 1 Mon. But honestly, losing Keldeo meant Pole could get the KO. Wow, I'm super ecstatic. That was everything I wanted in that game. Hey, shout out to my son Casey. I know he's at home watching the game. I'm in Savannah with an overnight for work, but you know, I hope he liked that one. Shout out to everybody watching for a great season. Good luck in playoffs for those of you who make it. Yeah, man, I'm stoked about this. I'm really excited. Thanks for watching, guys, and GG, well played to Gabe.